Hello and welcome to Calm the Pharm podcast, where pharmacy business meets legal wisdom, minus the headache. In each episode, we share practical legal tips and real-life examples to help you run your pharmacy with confidence. I'm your host, Sarah Stoddart. Thanks very much for joining us. Today on the podcast, I'm discussing how your vibe attracts your tribe, but maybe not in the way that you're used to associating with that phrase or term. You see, I recently had a delivery of my property. Now, this was the third delivery from this company in probably 2 or 3 months. We moved into this property at the end of 2025, and we've had to buy a few things along the way. But last week, this was my washing machine which blew up. And now I know you're thinking, where on earth is she going with this story? Well, my washing machine blew up. I knew this company could deliver very quickly. I ordered the washing machine and voila, it was going to be with me by the end of the week. Excellent. The process was followed as normal, got my delivery confirmation, got the text message with the truck tracking, etc. But there was one problem. The delivery driver who was coming was not the same delivery driver that I had previously. I didn't have a problem with the delivery driver being a different person, but when they turned up, they weren't familiar with our property. What happened was they collected the side of our house. Now, this has resulted in a heap of guttering being ripped off, roof sheets being damaged, and a downpipe being ripped off. So, without knowing too much about the building industry, I already know that this is considerable damage, which is going to take some time to fix. The problem that I have, though, is that the company that I ordered from has not been in contact with me. So the driver obviously has admitted fault. He has rung the head office of this company. I have contacted the company. So they were alerted to the incident by both the driver and myself during business hours, but they have not been in touch with me directly since. So no call after receiving the call from the driver and no response to me. So why am I telling you this? You're probably thinking, I'm not sure how this is relevant to pharmacy. Well, it is relevant because I had placed a lot of trust in this company. It was my third order in a short space of time. I knew the quality products. I knew that they delivered quickly, but they have outsourced essentially or contracted part of their service arrangement to a third party, being the delivery driver. Now, I was of course aware of that, but the problem is the first 2 delivery drivers left a great impression, and this third delivery driver has left a not so great impression, resulting in me questioning whether I would return to this company, not only because they chose a contractor that didn't take the job seriously or with care, but also because they haven't been in contact with me following the incident that has occurred. So how can you apply this to your business? Well, you might be the best owner, the best business owner, the best operator, etc. But the second you start involving others in your business, that is where your reputation and your service can come undone. So this is both your employees, but also third-party contractors. So if you use delivery drivers, if you use, a chatbot, if you use a website administrator, anyone who is impacting on your business and the customer experience or first impression. So you need to think about that tribe that you're engaging to help run your business, because let's be honest, we can't do it all. But coupling that tribe with the vibe. So what vibe are they giving to your customers? How are your customers left feeling after they've engaged with that particular tribe person? So that's my story about a washing machine and how I've now got considerable damage to my property that far outweighs the cost of the washing machine. But more to the point, how third parties or people we bring into our business can impact on the overall impression and customer service experience that we are providing. So think about it. Who are you using in your business that engages with customers? Are they giving the right vibe? I'd love to know your thoughts. Thanks very much for your time. I'll talk to you again next week.